King Watch, thank you for posting this video up. I appreciate it. I just had to make a response to this. This is General Boykin. Yes, hi-ho. Salute you, sir. This is a guy that's, you know, was, I think, like a lieutenant general or something when he retired. I mean, he's high up there. This guy made some decisions. And then when you hear him talk about Sandy Hook, you think, like, good God, this guy was in charge of making... And I'm sure his strategic battle knowledge is why he was in his position, not what he thinks of homosexuals and fucking God. It blows my mind at the same time that people that high up really believe in this fairy tale shit, you know? I don't know. Let's just watch the video.
When you look at this shooting up in Connecticut the other day, did that surprise any of you?
Yeah, a little bit. I get a little surprised when a grown adult busts into an elementary school and, you know, blows the heads off of 6- and 7-year-olds. Yeah, that surprises me a little bit.
Oh, it hurts us.
Yeah, it hurt me too, I guess.
It's painful, but did it surprise you?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
When you remove God, it is always replaced with evil.
This guy, a lieutenant general, okay? Once again, it's probably because, in fact, we all know it's because of his battle senses, you know, but still, that somebody was that high up making decisions, and you believe that? I mean, you know, there's a lot of people, most of the people, you know, believe that. Not all of them, not all of them, but when you're right-wing, far right-wing, conservative Christian, I mean, that's what you tend to believe. That if God isn't there, then it's obviously evil. Okay, is there like a God meter or something we can test to see if God is God in the TV, or is the TV evil today? I don't know.
You know, they have proven that pornography, for example, releases endorphins. It's like getting a cocaine high, right?
Okay, it's not pornography. It's busting your fucking nut is what does that. Okay, does the pornography help? Yeah, but come on now.
Right? You get high on it. And the more you look at pornography, the more you need of it, and to the point that heterosexual pornography is no longer satisfying that need for a high. So you go to homosexual pornography, or you go to bestiality, or you go to pedophilia.
Oh, indeed. You were in charge of shit, General? I mean, what? Coming from a person that's watched porn most of my fucking life, like almost every average male has, I can honestly tell you that I've not been pushed into watching homosexual porn. You know why? Because I'm not gay. You know, it begins with, I believe, in most people, and science is starting to back this shit up. I know you guys hate the S word, science, but more and more evidence is pointing to it being a genetic mix-up. One wire went the other way. That's it. And here you guys are just condemning every homosexual. I mean, how the fuck, if you're not gay, how the fuck do you know that it's a choice? I mean, really? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't understand how anybody can just go along with it and be like, oh, that makes a whole lot of sense there.
And go back and look at the number of rapists that have been addicted to pornography. Look at the number of pedophiles that...
Okay, rapists and pedophiles, or anybody that's addicted with sex, is going to get off on anything that has to do with sex. Doesn't that make sense? Does that not make fucking sense? I'm sorry, that makes sense to me. Anybody who is addicted with sex is going to get off on rape, is going to get off on bestiality, is going to get off on child porn. There's something wrong with them. They need to get help, bottom line.
Got into it through pornography. Well, the same thing occurs with these violent video games. You see, we took... Wait,
what? Why? I don't get why you even mentioned violent video games here. Why? Why did you mention violent video games? It gets it. If God ain't in the game, then it's gonna be violence. So, what? I mean, what's he saying? If you remove God from video games, they become violent? But there's plenty of violence in the Bible. I mean, you see Muslims in the Middle East. They're some of the most religious people ever. You know, praying to God. 8 billion fucking times a day, however times a day they do it, and that's one of the most violent places on earth right now. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say here, General. I don't know.
God out, and God has been replaced by evil.
Well, that's just basically what I went over. If you if you take God out of anything, automatically it's evil. So it's pretty much they can say anything's evil. I mean, it sounded like the General was just making that shit up as he was going along, to be honest with you. At least that's what I got from it. I mean, he throws in violent video games. Oh, I forgot to mention violent video games throughout my whole rant. Better get that in. I mean, another person right here who's played violent video games most of his life. Man, I remember playing Time Killers for the Sega Genesis, cutting motherfuckers' arms off. Alright? I've never tortured an animal. I've never tortured anybody in real life. I've never killed anybody. I've never done anything like that. Tell me, how does violent video games fuck with me? And that's what these religious fucknuts are just gonna blame it on the devil. It's the devil! And whatever, yeah, must be the devil. We need more God up in here.